I'll bet most of you didn't know that Palestinians have one of the world's highest percentages of PhD holders, doctors. You didn't know that, did you? The West loves to paint us as savages, simple people, stupid, terrorists, who just love to put explosive belts around themselves and around their children, go to the middle of a mall, busy mall, yell Allahu Akbar, and blow themselves up, right? That's what Hollywood loves to do. I've seen so many movies with with absolutely non-Arab actors yelling Allahu Akbar and then, blowing themselves up in the middle of a restaurant or a crowded place or a mall and killing, a dozen people. That's what Hollywood loves to do. Hollywood is Zionist, as you all know, and they're very loyal to Zionist Israel. They even have that one wrong. When we Muslims, and I'm talking, as a Palestinian Muslim, we also obviously have Palestinian Jews and Palestinian Christians, but when we Palestinian Muslims are about to die, we don't yell Allahu Akbar. They even have this one wrong. We say in Arabic, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. It means I bear witness that there is no God worthy of worship except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that Muhammad, the Prophet Muhammad, is his prophet and messenger. That's what we say when we're about to die. We don't go around yelling Allahu Akbar like maniacs and then, blow ourselves up. But in spite of the carnage, in spite of the mayhem, in spite of the chaos, in spite of the slaughter, in spite of the genocides, in spite of the mass murders, in spite of the imprisonment, in spite of our kids being tortured and bombed and killed, and in spite of the high unemployment rate in Gaza and the West Bank, which sometimes has reached 50, 60, 70, 80%, we are one of the world's highest percentage of PhD holders. We're not stupid by any measure of the imagination, but that's exactly what the West would like you to believe. So that's very important in that process in order to dehumanize the Palestinians and make bombing them and shelling them and killing them and murdering them just like you're stepping over a bug. That's what the Zionists have successfully done over the last 75 years. Dehumanize the Palestinians so much that the Western world has become completely desensitized to the Palestinian struggle for freedom, for equality, for justice, for self-determination after having our homeland stolen. But it couldn't be, but the image that most people have had of Palestinians, of Arabs, Muslims, and Palestinians in particular, couldn't be further from the truth. Hollywood has been extremely successful. And many people, even here in rural America, when they hear that there's a Muslim family moving next door to them, they freak out. Oh, we've got terrorists moving next to us. But once they get to know the Muslim family, it is one of the best experiences they've ever had. And many have said that. The Arabs, the Palestinians, the Muslims have been, they are so friendly. Anytime they cook something, they send a dish to the neighbor. In special occasions, we think of neighbors. We invite neighbors over. We look after the children. Because this is what we are. We are extremely hospitable people, extremely personable people, extremely loving people. extremely faithful people. We do love God, and we are afraid of God. We don't do certain things because God doesn't like them. Christians, Jews, and Muslims. We have really been wronged in the media throughout the world, in Western thought, in Western literature. What did Saladin do with the Crusaders when when they came to invade Jerusalem and occupy Jerusalem for 80 years or 100 years? There are still books today written about his mercy and his adherence to his faith, Islam, and the way he treated his when he took over Jerusalem from the Crusaders and stuff like that. I mean, that's what Islam is about. It is about humanity. It is about mercy. It is not about blowing yourself up. But I will tell you, we Muslims, we value life. We value our children's lives. But when our people have no food to eat because the seaports have been closed, the airspace has been closed, the land access has been closed, you're not allowed to import food and water in, starvation happens, you are being brutally and lethally oppressed and occupied by the occupier. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Watch your children die of starvation? What people do that? Did the Irish do that? No, they rebelled. Did the Scottish do that? No. Did the South Africans do that? No.